round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. The combo's there. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Neither of them is willing to back off here. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Dashes forward. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Medium kick hits. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a they're going for the super art? KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Shoots off a fireball up close. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still haven't perfectly. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. The combo's there. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Neither of them is willing to back off here. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? First round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Uses the parry. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Big opportunity. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Checks with the sunshot. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Can they create an opportunity for K to finish that fight? So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Caught in the crosser. Takes a trip. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Checks. Oh, burnout. Trick board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Absorbs down to the wire. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. At least one of them is having an experiencing burnout. Jinrai kicks for a mix-up. Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Perfect KO. They were in. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Backs them into the corner. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Hits the back throw, looking to set something up to get more damage. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Gets the knockdown. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes low. Grabs and throws him away. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this. Nice counter. Knockdown and... Oh, burnout triggered! Uses the gauge for a super art. Shippujinra hits! Good damage, that final push at the end paid off in spades! When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it! Well listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Vanishing Sun, make your choice! Decides to go in with the target combo. Raise on the pressure with the projectile. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Great work finding the opening. Goes for the throw. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Backs them into the corner. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Hits the back throw, looking to set something up to get more damage. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Gets the knockdown. Build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Life lead is opening up, but that gets over. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? With the throw. Player 1 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Knockdown. Plenty of life left. A full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Uses the parry. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Close brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Both fighters planning to wreck them. Connects with the throw. Player 1 has a full drive gauge, looking to impress with this super. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. First round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for the opening shot. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Extra spicy, sure you connect. Took him to the corner in a flash. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Experiencing burnout. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Checks with the sunshot. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Closes the gap. Player 2 uses their drive gauge. Quick get in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Player 2 has the life lead. Box him with a target combo. Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap in. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Was looking for that jump attack. Player 1 couldn't even get a tickle in. Might be time for a change. Both fighters planning something? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Jumps in. Manage that fool. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Better get some sunscreen. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? What? First round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for the opening shot. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Extra spicy, sure you connect. Took him to the corner in a flash. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Experiencing burnout. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Checks with the sunshot. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Closes the gap. Player 2 uses their drive gauge. Quick get in. That was a decisive win. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here? KO. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Look at the damage they could pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. The pressure is so intense here. Ends with a projectile. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 really suffered there in the corner for a while. How can they avoid being put there this round? Will we see a drive impact? Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Looking for a chance. Doing some quick planning? Misses the grab. Brushes that off and keeps going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Flashes him. Looking to impress with this super. Ship a good heads-up play going for that combo to do another round. The real fight starts now. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. The thing got hit. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Does Jinrai? Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Gets the corner. Oh, yo! Raw super here! My, getting that yakiniku grill ready to cook! Both sides getting ready. Notice meets them air to air. That corner is starting to look scary. No way they did that! Nine turning it up to an 11! Overhead. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Parries the attack and they gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. What are they thinking here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Sticks the combo. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy hits. Super art activated. Expect something big here. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Grabs them. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Okay, creating some space here. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 is dominating this match. Closes the gap. Ooh, does them dirty. In there. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 1 chases them down. In with a backstep roll. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in. Big opportunity, experiencing burnout. Uses the target, wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. what a smart blow! Player 2 got smothered! But what now? Dangerous range here. Jinrai catches them out! Turns out! The Senka hits! Raw super hard incoming! What were they thinking? Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Closes it out! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Y'all ain't going anywhere. Sit down till these two are done. Big throws. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good parry there and... Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few get. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 1 chases them down. In with a backstep roll. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in. Big opportunity, experiencing burnout. Uses the target to pull all in from this point. Ooh, what a smart throw! Closes the gap, charges forward. Player 2 can build off. That's gonna leave him rattled. What are they gonna do? Both sides getting ready. Ugh, scuffle. Back to the court. Are we gonna play Impact Peekaboo? Turns out. Player 1 turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 1 flipping the script with that back throw was huge. Things are about to get wild here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Charges in with authority. Still slugging it out here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's see. Jumps in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Will we see a drive hit? The throw missed. Closes the gap. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking nope. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. What's the play here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Life lead opens up. Burnout activates. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 can't afford the stakes without that drive gauge. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Closing moments of the... Oh no, there's the pan and the knife. What else can they get away with? The jump in is denied. Baits him for the air throw. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Scrapping it out up close. Blocks it. Superb reactions on display. Somehow pushes back. Charges forward. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Grabs and throws him away. Max SA gauges, brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Puts them on a see if they can build themselves a streak. With aerial Tatsu. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Okay, they trade hits. Player 1 has the life lead. Gets a good read on their opponent. Trips them up. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Takes a trip. Had the radar up and running. Life lead opens up. They block the overhead, and life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart KO round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws them to negate the block. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Looking to impress with this super. Scared money, don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Rippa. Oh, let's go. Player clutch anti-air. Dangerous range here. Jinrai? No, throws them. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 can't use any burnout. Oh, pop that. They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. Closes the gap. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Grabs him. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Burnout is triggered. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Not shy with the grab. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Throws him. What's next? Real fight starts now. This is it. Fusion is absolutely relentless. Jumps up. Yo, you got a cheat sheet? Sure you can? Oh man, uses the invincibility. Drive impact misses. Throws them. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Both sides getting ready. Jinrai with super arts into play. It's really anything goes at this point. Oh, putting it all on the line. Super out of nowhere. The big praise on this competitor is unreal. Always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything? Heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Going on the offensive? Taking stock. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1 is working with a better game. Hits him with a stop and bomb. This may be it. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Barely blocks the jump in. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. The next touch may decide this round. Taking just that combo. With that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Changes things up with an overhead. You gotta charge us forward. The exchange blow, experiencing burnout. Player 1 will triple Jinrai hits. Good damage on it. Knockdown and reads the throw and escape. Oh, slick reactions with a vertical roll. Player 1 can't use any drive. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Those aren't working here. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? An aggressive attack. I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Deep in the night. What else can they get away with? Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Close him. What triggers the super and is looking to put this out of reach. Quick dash in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Going on the offensive? Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. The path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. Connects with the throw. Knockdown and gotta be careful not hit them with a stop and pop. This is gonna be bad news. Are we gonna see it? Want to keep the pressure on. Close them. What's next? Jumps. Charges forward. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 is working with a vertical rolling attack. Get out of here! It's back with the overdrive vertical. Big time whip! A quick breather. Oh, perfect execution with the anti-air. Scuffle. Do they gamble something here on a drive move? Kurt closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes low. Not having the cross-up. Slips the grab. No good up high. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Taking stock. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Big counter. Ooh, snap kick sends them spinning. All right, what's coming up next? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to throw but doesn't connect. What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 chases them down. Well-timed corner switch. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big get some. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Connects with medium kick. Heavy punch sends them flying. Goes low. From up above. Double lariat and now looking to plant him with a pile driver. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This big-time whip! Aim for the shins! Could we see a drive? Knew the throw was coming! Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Expect to see some fireworks. Changes the pace with the fireworks. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Nothing stops this train. Quick dash. Extends the meter. Turning it right up with a super. Cashes out on a single Jinrai. Okay, turns out. Player 1 is on track to steal this back after that super. They push their way burn out, but they may have a plan here. Jinrai, noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're just gonna go for it with this super. It picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Holds out with the block. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Solid throw tech. Flashes him. Medium kick. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. Medium kick hits. Quick dash it. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive returns. Knockout, and this is gonna hurt. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Cross-up attack. Sticks out a kick. There's a burnout. Player 2. No! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Combo with the target combo. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Super clutch corners here. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Will we see a drive impact? They trade hits. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Shifu Jinrai KO. Picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Quick dash it. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They were right to be on guard there. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Goes with a safe, looking to impress with this super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player 2 is the last fighter standing. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Good parry there, and the drive parry was successful. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Takes a trip. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. No drive gauge to rely on that. Goes for the super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of again. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Connects with medium kick. This quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Holds out with the block. Hold your breath. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. All right, what's coming up next? Forward throw. Not letting them out of the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Oh! This is gonna be bad news. Low on life, but the drive's there. How in there? That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big throw. Going in, brushes that off and keeps going. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Flashes him. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Will we see a drive in? Ooh! There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Just goes for it at this range. Chisels with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? What'll happen here? Yo, put that away. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Will we see a drive impact? Quick dash it. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Big opportunity now in this corner. Connects with medium kick. Up fast. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Grabs him. Takes a trip. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Drive gauge finally recovers. KO. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That's a counter. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 2 has the life advantage. Opts for the throw. Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off. Player 2 chases them down. Caught in the cross-up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Throws them. What's next? They gotta take it. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will look to build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Uses the parry. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch counter. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Smart play with throws them. Player 1, slow heavy. Gets the corner switch. It might be some time for payback. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. The Senka hits. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Good anti-air. Taking stock. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? With the throw. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The jump in is denied. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets the knockdown, and now not much life left. The drive gauge difference could tip the scales. A drive impact to KO round. The real fight starts now. Shows off a parry. G-right kick for a mix-up. Come up stick connects with the throw. Here comes the corner pressure. Big throw. That's a counter. Pokes with a kick. Both sides getting ready. Dragon lash. Scuffle. Boots him and takes a swing. Looking for a hold. Sticks out a kick. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? What now? Oh my, the throw tech. Totsugeki to the face. Could we see a drive impact here? Medium kick. Turns out. Does he right? Excellent block. A real test of nerves here. Okay, here we go. Jump. That corner is starting to look scary. Do they have one? Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Next up, on dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Anticipates the overhead. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Still in a bind, but escapes the throw. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Heats it up with a combo into super. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. Going in, life lead opens up. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. What a clutch side. Smart choke. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Closes the gap. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Will gain control of the match in the early going. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? The jump in is denied. Swagger step. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. That's a counter. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to kick. Is this gonna kill? They're not dead. This fight's not over. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Good decision with that throw. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't all in with the rush. Connects with the throw. Back to the cork. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Trips him up. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Will we see a drive impact? Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 can't afford to pay. Picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jump. Checks that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Barely blocks the jump in. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Closes the gap. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Using the super can open up huge chances for you.